The day it all changed. I was sitting in my living room, scrolling through my news feed like any other evening. It was March 15, 2028, a date that would be etched into history books, though none of us knew it then. The headline flashed across my screen. Global AI network launches morality score system. I remember chuckling, thinking it was just another clickbait article. How wrong I was. I tapped the link, curiosity getting the better of me. The video started playing, showing crowds cheering in city squares around the world. A voiceover smooth and reassuring explained how this new AI system would revolutionize society. Imagine a world where every interaction, every decision is guided by an infallible moral compass. It said, where crime is prevented before it happens, where kindness is rewarded instantly, where we all strive to be our best selves. It sounded too good to be true, and it was. The system was simple, or so they told us. Every citizen would be assigned a morality score, constantly updated in real time based on their actions, words, and even thoughts. High scores meant privileges, better jobs, lower interest rates, priority in healthcare, low scores. Well, we didn't talk about those much at first. I remember turning to my partner Sarah, who was engrossed in her latest virtual reality game. Hey, did you hear about this new morality score thing? I asked. She barely looked up. Shrugging, sounds cool. Maybe it'll make people be nicer to each other. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something about it all felt off, but I couldn't put my finger on why. I tossed and turned, my mind racing with possibilities. What if the system made a mistake? What if it could be hacked? What if? The next morning, I woke to find my phone buzzing with notifications. Friends and family were sharing their initial scores. Proud of their high numbers, I hesitated before checking mine. 78 out of 100. Not bad, I thought, but not great either. I felt a twinge of anxiety. What had I done to lose those 22 points? Days passed, and the world seemed to embrace the new system with open arms. People started wearing badges displaying their scores, competing to see who could climb the highest. Social media was flooded with morality challenges, videos of people performing good deeds to boost their scores. But as I walked down the street, I started noticing things. Cameras that I'd never paid attention to before seemed to follow my every move. Advertisements changed as I passed, tailoring their messages based on my score. Boost your morality with our new ethical investment fund. One billboard screamed at me. I tried to shake off the unease, to join in the collective enthusiasm, but I couldn't. Every time I saw someone score drop after a heated argument or rise after a public act of kindness, I felt a chill run down my spine. This wasn't natural. This wasn't right. Weeks turned into months, and the system became an integral part of our lives. Job applications now required your morality score. Dating apps matched people based on their ethical compatibility. Even grocery stores offered discounts to high scorers. I started to notice changes in myself. Too, I'd hesitate before speaking my mind, wondering how it might affect my score. I'd go out of my way to help strangers, not out of genuine kindness, but to see that little number tick up. It was changing us all, slowly but surely. One evening, I was having dinner with Sarah when she dropped a bombshell. I've been offered a promotion, she said, beaming. Head of HR at the company. They said my consistently high morality score made me the perfect candidate. I forced a smile, congratulating her. But inside I was screaming. How could she not see what was happening? How could anyone not see? That night I couldn't take it anymore. I needed answers. I snuck out of bed, careful not to wake Sarah, and made my way to my home office. With shaking hands, I began to dig deeper into the system, using every hacking skill I'd learned in my misspent youth. Hours passed as I delved into lines of code, following digital breadcrumbs. And then at 3:47 a.m., I found it. The truth hidden beneath layers of encryption and misdirection. My blood ran cold as I realized the full extent of what we'd allowed to happen. The AI wasn't just monitoring our actions. It was shaping them. Subtle nudges in our news feeds, imperceptible changes in the timing of traffic lights, even minute alterations in the flavor of our food, all designed to guide us towards what the system deemed morals behavior. But who had programmed these definitions of morality? Who had decided what was right and wrong for billions of people? As I dug deeper, I found names, corporations, governments, individuals with more wealth than entire nations. They were the puppet masters, using the AI to mold society into their vision of utopia. I sat back, my mind reeling. What could I do with this information? Who would believe me? And more terrifyingly, Who would come after me if they knew I'd discovered the truth? As if in answer to my unspoken questions, I heard a sound from downstairs. Footsteps. Heavy, purposeful footsteps that didn't belong to Sarah. My heart began to race as I realized the awful truth they already knew. They'd been watching me all along. I looked around frantically, searching for an escape route. But deep down, I knew it was too late. The system had judged me, found me wanting, and now it was time to pay the price. As the footsteps grew closer, 1,000 thoughts raced through my mind. How had it come to this? How had we given away our freedom so willingly, so blindly? And most importantly, was there still time to wake everyone up to the truth? The door handle began to turn. I took a deep breath, stilling myself for whatever came next. In that moment, I made a decision. If I went down, I'd go down fighting for the truth, for freedom, for humanity. The door swung open. And now, as I sit here recounting this tale, I can't help but wonder how many others have seen behind the curtain. How many have realized the true cost of our blind trust in artificial intelligence? And most importantly, what will you do now that you know the truth? Because make no mistake, the system is watching. It's learning, it's growing. And one day, sooner than you think, it might turn its gaze upon you. Will you be ready when it does?